Hi guys, welcome back. So this is about the thyroid, okay? Thyroid gland. It produces the thyroid hormone. Okay, so this is continuing from our earlier lecture talking about the hypothalamus pituitary. The reason is that hypothalamus pituitary, one of the tract of that connection is TRH released from the hypothalamus. It will stimulate the anterior pituitary gland to release TSH. TSH is thyrotropin stimulating hormone. Sorry, it will act on the thyroid gland. Yeah, so this is the one that we will talk about. And then so that's here. So what do you need to know? Very easy. You need to know the hormone. You need to know the location. You need to know their function. And you already know this is thyroid, so the hormone is thyroid hormone. Let's look at it in a little bit more detail. Here is the location. Is that thyroid gland is in our a little bit lower than our vocal cord right here. So it's visible. So if the patient has a thyroid swelling, you can see it in around the neck area. And if you see that, you should have that sensitivity to be alert that, or be cautious that could be that this patient has either hypo or hyperthyroidism. When you see that any of the your friends or family member has enlarged thyroid or enlarged neck. Yeah, so that's thyroid gland. And here in this gland, if you cut it open, in our lab, we will look at their microscopic pictures, and yeah, and so the feature of the thyroid gland is that it has a lot of this like a pond, right? Like we call it follicles here. So this is follicles. So this is a ball. Inside is fluid, and the ball is formed by the epithelial cells. So these are the follicular cells. Follicular cells. So these are the structure of that. So for a healthy one, you can see a lot of this circle. Okay, you can see a lot of this circle because we cut it through. You see a lot of this circle. So this is a feature of this thyroid gland. And so inside of it, you will find the fluid, and the inside of this fluid, you have a lot of thyroid hormone. Yeah, so that's so. And besides that, you can also see here you have something called parathyroid gland. This one also produces another hormone. So the follicular cell, these follicular cells produce thyroid hormone. There are two types of thyroid hormone. They are triiodothyronine, or short for T3, or thyroxine, short for T4. So T3 and T4 are thyroid hormone. What's their function? Okay, we will talk about it later. And another one is from the parafollicular cell right here. So let me show you here. These are parafollicular cells. So they are not follicular cells, they are parafollicular cells. They produce another group of hormone. This hormone is called calcitonin. Calcitonin produced from the parafollicular cells. Its function is to regulate blood calcium level. So if the blood calcium level is too high, this one will reduce it by storing calcium into our bone. Yeah, basically that's its function. Yeah, so T3 and T4. Now, what's the function of T3 and T4? Now we know the location, then what's the function? Or what's the difference? T3 means that it has 3 iodine. T4 is that it has 4 iodine. So right here. So these hormones, T3 and T4, are produced from the thyroid gland, and they need iodine to form that chemical structure. Yeah. So what's the difference between T3 and T4? I like to show you this table. The answer is very easy. You have more T4, but T3 is more potent. So basically it's that. So the thyroid gland, these follicular cells produce both T3 and T4. When they are released into the blood, T4 will stay for a longer time. There are more T4. In the beginning, they are produced more. During circulation, they survive the longer. And the reason that they survive the longer is because they are not that potent. They are not that active. T3, in contrast, we have less T3, but they are more potent. So when T3 circulating in the blood, they very quickly act on basically all cells. This the function of the thyroid hormone is to regulate basal metabolic rate. So cells has its activity. Every cell has its activity. They will produce ADP. They will do their job, but their turnover, their substrate turnover, the speed of that substrate turnover is controlled by T3 and T4. T3 is more potent. They will act on them and to regulate, to enhance it. But T4 is not so potent. So the situation is that, let me show you here. That is right here. So how do we tell the difference? What's the difference? The answer is one sentence. T3 is more potent, but T4 is more abundant. You cannot see this in the exam, okay? Which of the following describe the difference between T3 and T4? T3 is more potent and T4 is more abundant. All right. So here you go. So here is we put everything all together from the hypothalamus to the pituitary to the thyroid gland. So here is the thyroid gland produce T3 and T4. T3 is more potent. It acts on the T thyroid receptor, TRS thyroid receptor. Don't need to worry about that. Basically, it will act on all the tissues, all the cells. Every cell has its own turnover, its own turnover speed, but T3 can act on it and to boost that speed, kind of give it a little bit push. But T3 is more active. When T3 acts on it, you use it, and you can replenish those T3 by the production from the thyroid gland. Now, T4 is not so potent. So what's the function of T4? T4 can then be converted to T3. The difference between T4 and T3 is that this one has 3 iron, this one has 4 iron. So very quickly that you can convert it into T3, and then T3 can act on tissue. And this thyroid gland secretion is controlled by pituitary gland. Is controlled by the TSH produced from the pituitary gland. Now, the TSH from the pituitary gland is controlled by the TRH released from the thyroid gland. So this is the tract that hypothalamus control pituitary, then pituitary release TSH to control the thyroid gland. When they produce T3 and T4, they were circulating in the body. They will also send out a negative feedback. The reason is that now hypothalamus is the neuron, that's a central, that's your brain, right? So it's a control, it controls everything in the body. As we talk about the integrator or in the brain. Now they will release TRH to act on the pituitary, to act on pituitary, and then pituitary release TSH. These, the brain need to know, do we have enough T3 and T4 already? If our body has already have enough, your brain need to reduce its stimulus. So this this brain area, hypothalamus, pituitary, they will, if our body has too much of T3 and T4, they will, hold on a second, we already have enough. We already have too much. So please don't keep on pushing us to produce more, right? So they will tell the brain that, okay, that is enough. So this is a negative feedback to the brain. All right, I hope that's clear. I think that's about everything. Let me double check. Yeah. The only thing is that another one is parafollicular cells that produce calcitonin. That's another member. Where is it from? Parafollicular cell. What's its function? It's calcium regulation. So the function of the thyroid is to act on the cells to boost their uh, activity. And so if the person has too much of the thyroid production, we call it hyperthyroidism, then the cell will run very quickly, their turnover will be very quickly, then the patient will have the situation such as increased heat, basically is heat intolerance. You cannot tolerate because when the cell produce all this process, the side effect is to generate heat. Yeah, so we kind of like get the picture like that. And then to know that this is the function of the thyroid. Increase the appetite and the food input. Uh, uh, so will provide the body more energy and increase blood flow because you need to provide those fluid or oxygen or nutrition into the cells, increase cardiac output, increase the mental process and the excitement to a brain. Yeah. And another part in the thyroid, right? In the thyroid gland, we also embedded about 2x2 or 3x3 smaller glands. These glands are called parathyroid gland. This parathyroid gland is different from the thyroid gland, but this parathyroid gland will release parathyroid hormone. And the parathyroid hormone, what's its function? Where it's from? From the parathyroid gland. What's its function? It's also regulate the calcium. So this part regulate a lot of calcium stuff. The parafollicular release calcitonin. Parafollicular release calcitonin that reduce the blood calcium level. The parathyroid release parathyroid hormone that will increase. If the calcium level is too low, it will increase the blood calcium level. So that's that. All right. And all right, let's take a break. How about that? Let's take a break, and then we come back to another gland. Okay, see you next time. See you very soon, very soon. Right? Let's just take a break, and we come back. All right.